Hello, Heidi here. I have a project to share with you today from Pro31 Designs. And if you haven't ever been to the Pro31 Designs store, please check them out. Esmeralda has so many gorgeous, beautiful embellishments and trims. She has mulberry flowers, acrylic flowers, all kinds of bling, ribbons, trims, scrapbooking supplies, and markers and stamps. So she has a beautiful new store, and that is pro31designs.com. So if you'd like to check that out, and I'll be sure to leave the links below. And if you're on Facebook, if you could also visit their page on Facebook and like them on Facebook too, that would be great. And I will leave the links to that below too. So I created a little ensemble using some of the products that Esmeralda carries in her store. The first thing that I created was a little coin purse. And then I created a headband. And a matching necklace. Now to create the little coin purse, I used some of her, it's like a really wide ribbon trim. This is some white. I am all out of the pink at the moment, but it's just gorgeous. And it's a real wide, I believe it's probably like maybe 3.5, 4 inches wide ribbon. And it's a wired ribbon. And she sells this in several different colors and stuff. It's really fun to work with. But basically what I did to create the little coin purse was I measured for the length of the ribbon that I wanted to use, and then I folded it in half. Or, well, actually first I took the wires out. Let's see. On this end here, you can see where there's a little wire. And those you can just pull them and they'll come out and stuff. So I removed the wires on both sides, and then I folded the ribbon over like this. So the roses were actually on the inside, and then I stitched on the sewing machine on each end to create kind of like a little pouch. And then once I had that done, then I added the ribbon trim, and this is like a double ruffle ribbon trim, and it has like a black satin and then a sheer satin on there. And then I just used some Velcro to close that up. But you can see here on the side the seam where I sewed it, and then just use the Velcro to be able to close that up so that it'll stay nice and close. And you can add your change in there, or it's not big enough for a cell phone, but just like a little coin purse, decorative little coin purse or something. Or you could add like a little, you know, maybe some tissue and a lipstick or something like that. So, but I just thought it would make a really cute little pouchy, decorative little pouch purse type thing. And so then I added the ribbon trim on there, and then this is one of the acrylic flowers that she also carries in her store, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then this is some of the wheat sprays, and this is what the acrylic flowers look like. I think they're just gorgeous. There's so much sparkle to them, and these ones here are a little bit different than some of them. I don't know if it's picking it up there, but it's almost like a flower shape, so it's kind of scalloped. And each little flower shape is a petal, which makes this gorgeous petal, and it catches the light wonderful. It sparkles a lot. So that's the pink acrylic flower that I used. And then I also used the wheat sprays, and I used the green wheat sprays on the project that I did. But she sells the wheat sprays in a variety of color. And these are just, I love using these. They're absolutely gorgeous. So here's some pink ones, and then these are clear, and the brown ones, I love the brown ones, gorgeous. And then these are kind of an orange, light orange color stuff. So those come in a variety of color. I think they come in a few other colors too. So they're very fun to work with. And then this is the headband, and as you can see, I took the ribbon trim and I glued directly onto the headband, going in a circular motion, and just created like a ribbon rosette on the headband. And then In the center, I glued the green wheat sprays coming out from the center, and then the pink acrylic flower in the center. So these are all, the projects were all really easy to make, and they didn't take a whole lot of time and stuff. So, but they were just something fun. I thought it would be a cute little ensemble. This is the necklace. Pull this in a little bit closer here. And I did the same thing for the necklace. I just created the ribbon rosette, and I had some black satin ribbon in my stash. So I added the ribbon rosette to the ribbon to create the necklace, and then added one of the pink acrylic flowers in the center with the green wheat sprays again. So, but that's just a fun little ensemble that I made. I love the color combination with the pink and the black, and the green wheat sprays just give it a little pop too of color and stuff. So, oh, one other thing I wanted to also mention was the ribbon trim. On the top part of it, it's kind of like an off-white color, and I didn't want the off-white color showing like on this little coin purse here, and underneath on the rosettes it's pretty much covered up so you don't see it. But what you can do is take a marker, like it could be a permanent marker, an alcohol marker. You're going to want to make sure it's something that's permanent though, but you can just take that and rub along the edge there, and then that will color that in so it all blends in perfectly. So I know that Esmeralda sells the Spectrum alcohol markers in her store and stuff, so you could use those. You could use Copics, you could use like a Sharpie marker, but you would want to make sure that it's something permanent so that it does not come off on your fingers or transfer onto like onto your ribbon and stuff like that. So anyways, I just wanted to mention that it's a real quick, easy way if you ever need to change the color of your, your lace, ribbons, trims, anything like that. You can always use, like your mists and stuff on it too, but this is just something really quick with a marker that you can go in and color that in real quick. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the projects that I shared with you today. And like I said, if you haven't ever been to Esmeralda's shop before, you'll have to check it out, and I will leave the links below. It's Pro31Designs.com. You can also visit them on Facebook and like them, and I will leave a link to that below too. And if you'd like to visit my blog, I will also have still shot pictures and a complete full supply list with links for all of the products that I used on the projects today. And my blog is Embellished-Dreams.blogspot.com, and I will leave a link to that below too. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.